Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going! Hey everyone, I am here with another process video. Today I'm going to be working with a page kit I put together for a crop I went to back in September of 2019. I did the majority of the page kits I put together, but I had about 5 or 6 left over, and this happens to be one of them. I'm doing a challenge where one of the options was to choose a Halloween layout to make, and this is a Halloween layout that I happen to have a page kit for, so it seemed like Kismet. So I have done, this is a mix of Photo Play Boys Rule and Photo Play Cake something or other. I can't read it. Hang on. I'm old. Cake Party Animals. So I believe this had like 3 or 4 different sub collections under the frame of cake under birthday themed. So what I had is I had done a birthday layout with it, and I had just this left over, and I thought the colors went well with this piece of Boys Rule. I didn't actually buy a lot of Boys Rule, I just bought a couple of the papers. So this is my nephew, 2 of his friends. They went as the Arthur Bunch. My nephew is the bunny, whose name escapes me at this time. And they actually, one of his friends wore, like, they printed out the picture from, you know, one of their websites. And, but he said that they were actually pleasantly surprised how many, got it, like, when they walked up to the doors. I'm like, well, probably because they're parents of small children. He's like, yes, it was definitely the parents of small children, because they would then call their children over to say, do you guys know who these guys are? And they're like, that's Arthur. Apparently the ears gave it away. Sorry, ramble, but I love that story. I think it's really cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get you guys put on fast forward. Before I do, if you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. It just helps my channel, and I really appreciate it very much. All right, so let's get going. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and trim off the branding strip for my 12 by 12 paper. And this is from, I want to say Boys Rule, and I loved the plaid on the other side, but it definitely made more sense to use the little squiggle squares for my background piece. Now, as I mentioned in the opening, the other parts that are the scraps for this layout come from another photo play line called Cake, and then this particular one was Animal, because I felt the need to repeat that. So I am going in, and I am using... No, I'm not using the sketch for this one. What I am is I am Zooming with friends, so I am chatting. So I did have to edit this quite extensively during portions, so I do apologize for that. What I was looking for was another color. I was seeing if I had either an orange or a yellow, but I don't think I did. So I'm just going to use those 2 mists. One is Heidi Swapp Gold Color Shine. The other is a Shimmers Paints, and that is called Rip Van Periwinkle. It's a very beautiful periwinkle blue. I've gone ahead and matted my photo on that multicolor marble paper, and now over on the left hand side of that I'm going to go back and forth. Now these were punched using my triple banner punch that I have from Stampin' Up. I had actually punched them for a previous layout, and then I had all these banners left over, so I just popped them in this page kit, and they worked perfectly, going back and forth between the lime green diagonal stripes and the bright blue polka dots. Now I'm seeing what else I have, turning all of the pages over, because that particular piece with the stripes, the other side was a 4 6x6 quadrant paper, so there were
several different styles on the other side, and I thought this dark blue tone on tone pattern would work best. Now I decided I needed to stretch it out by trimming it and then stretching it between the top and the bottom, and then I apparently have no idea how to make it look straight no matter what I do. I end up having to do this 2 or 3 times trying to get that bottom piece to be straight and line up with the top piece. But finally, I manage it. Now I take 2 more of the banner pieces. One of the things that I was doing this for was for a challenge for my little scrapbook store, and you needed to use some ribbon. I don't actually really own any ribbon, so I was hoping that twine would work just as well. So I have this baker's twine from Lawn Fawn. They're called lawn trimmings, I think. I don't remember what the color is, but it's like a light bright blue, and I just wrapped it around that banner piece I'm going to put in the upper right hand corner and then tied it off with a knot. Now I'm going to go and get some Stampin' Up! Mini dimensionals so I can pop that up. Because of the thickness of the twine, I need to use dimensionals to glue the rest of that banner portion down. So I go ahead and pull everything off my layout, and here's where I'm going to take the Gold Tidy Swap Color Shine and liberally mist it all over my layout. I like the way that looks. I like the areas they end up in, so I'm going to go ahead and add some more because gold shine, yum. And then I'm going to go back with the Rib Fam Periwinkle, which as I said is a beautiful periwinkle color. The little wandy thing in this particular one just happens to be a little bit extra long and twisty for my likes, so it takes a little bit to get it out. I then decide to add a third, and I go with rose gold red. It comes out red, but it dries back to a pinky orange color, so I thought that would work well with the rusty orange that's in that background. Now everything has dried, and yay, and I've decided I'm going to ink the edges of all of my things with chipped sapphire oxide ink. So I went and got the chipped sapphire oxide ink, and I pushed my table back, and I did not realize I will in fact pull the layout down in just a little bit, so don't worry. I do, however, have to fix my ATG. Grr. I'm going ahead and adding a bunch of ATG because there are so many layers with those banners. I just didn't want it to be too heavy, so I did add quite a bit of ATG. And now I've got this wooden frame. I want to say it's from Freckled Fawn, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know it's been in my stash forever. And then in the center of that, I'm going to place a flare, lime green, to go with the diagonal stripe paper. And it has a little typewriter on it, which is so cute. So here I am adding all of the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, which are not called dimensionals, which is not a word. So I went ahead and added those, and I did cut out me taking all of the dimensional backings off because I like you people. Really, I do. So I'm trimming off the part of the banner that was hanging over, and once again, I do apologize for being off screen in that I honestly did not mean to, obviously. And I'm going to go work on my title. I pull out these large copper glitter alphas, and I'm going to spell out the word Arthur. And then I'm also going to add the year 2019. This was last year's Halloween. These are great. I love them. I love the curviness. I love the fun of them. They're just hard to use because they are so big. So you really have to have either a short word or a lot of space in order to use them. I'm going to finish off my title with the a thicker word, and this is from the Chamel Box of Crayons line, and I'm going to pull out the word friends. So my entire title, including using that wood veneer ampersand that is from Ellie Studio, is Arthur and Friends, and those are the characters my nephew and his friends dressed up as for Halloween. They had a really great time, and I was like, you're really going to walk around wearing bunny ears? And he's like, Randy promised there'd be brownies. So you know what? I too would do an awful lot for brownies, so I had no problem understanding his choices. I'm adding some orange acrylic pieces. These are from Color Cast Designs. She has an acrylic and wood veneer Etsy store, and she does monthly releases. And one of the things she'll have like by the tablespoon or teaspoon of different colors of stars and asterisks and hearts and things like that. So every so often I will go and just buy some stuff that I can use as my sprinkly bits, as I like to call them. So I'm adding the acrylic pieces, I'm adding these enamel dots, I'm also those stars were from Pretty Little Studio, and they're just really great basic stars. They're from their Life Documented collection, and I was so glad I picked those up. I kind of wish I'd bought a second pack because I'm almost out. Boo. I'm going back to the Chamel thicker collection, thicker pack, and adding that open star in that same navy color. So now I've got the navy of the paper, the navy of the star, and the navy of the word friends as some major visual triangle-ness going on. Finishing off with my journaling, just writing about how much fun they had and how they were surprised that they were recognized more than they thought they would be. That is going to finish off my layout for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Bye, everyone!